What if I told you that your morning routine is slowly killing you? That innocent-looking habit you've been doing for years is actually rewiring your brain, destroying your organs, and stealing decades from your life. Right now, millions of people are unknowingly poisoning themselves with every bite, every sip, every harmless choice. And the worst part? The food industry doesn't want you to know just how deep this rabbit hole goes. It wasn't always like this. Just 100 years ago, diabetes was so rare that doctors called it a medical curiosity. Heart disease barely existed. Obesity affected less than 3% of the population. But then something changed, something that would transform humanity forever. In the 1950s, in corporate boardrooms across America, a sinister revolution began. Food scientists discovered they could engineer products that hijacked our ancient survival mechanisms, turning our own biology against us. What started in American factories soon spread like wildfire across the globe, creating the deadliest epidemic in human history. Here's the terrifying truth. Sugar is 8 times more addictive than cocaine. When you eat that donut, that soda, that healthy granola bar, your brain releases the same chemicals as a drug addict getting their fix. Within 20 minutes, your dopamine levels spike higher than a gambler hitting the jackpot. But here's where it gets deadly. Your brain demands more, and more, and more. The average American now consumes 152 pounds of sugar per year. That's like eating a bowling ball made of pure sugar every 2 months. Your pancreas, working overtime like an overheated engine, starts breaking down. Your liver, processing sugar like alcohol, begins to rot from the inside. And your brain? It's literally shrinking, losing the ability to feel satisfied, driving you into an endless cycle of craving. But sugar isn't hiding where you think it is. Brace yourself for this. That whole grain bread you think is saving your health. It spikes your blood sugar faster than a Snickers bar. Those fat-free yogurts marketed to health-conscious parents, they contain more sugar than ice cream. That innocent-looking salad dressing, it's basically liquid candy with a healthy disguise. Food companies spend millions engineering these Trojan horses. They hire teams of scientists, not to make food healthier, but to make it more addictive. They've discovered the bliss point, the exact combination of sugar, salt, and fat that makes your brain scream for more. It's like having a drug dealer in every grocery store, and they're targeting your children. Here's the shocking math. The average processed meal contains ingredients from 37 different countries, chemicals with names you can't pronounce, preservatives that could embalm a body, and artificial flavors designed to fool your ancient taste buds into thinking this laboratory creation is actual food. And let's not forget about liquid calories and late-night snacking. These sneaky habits can add up quickly, contributing to weight gain and poor health. If food is the weapon, then beverages are the ammunition. That morning orange juice, marketed as sunshine in a glass, contains more sugar than 8 chocolate chip cookies. Your daily Starbucks coffee? It's delivering more calories than a Big Mac, along with enough caffeine to make your heart race like a Formula One engine. But here's the most insidious part. Liquid calories don't register in your brain as food. You can drink 500 calories and still feel hungry. It's like your body's accounting system has been hacked. Sports drinks, energy drinks, smoothies, even those trendy kombucha beverages. They're all delivering sugar straight to your bloodstream faster than an IV drip. The numbers are staggering. Americans now drink 50 gallons of soda per person every year. That's enough to fill a bathtub. Your teeth are literally dissolving in acid baths multiple times per day. Your bones are leaching calcium like a sinking ship. And your kidneys? They're working harder than a coal miner, desperately trying to filter out the chemical storm you're unleashing. Here's something the diet industry doesn't want you to know. It's not just what you're eating, it's when you're eating that's destroying your health. Your ancestors ate during daylight and fasted through the night. But modern humans? We're eating around the clock like broken vending machines. Late-night snacking rewires your circadian rhythm, turning your metabolism into a confused mess. Your body, expecting rest, instead gets bombarded with food signals. Your liver, supposed to be cleaning house while you sleep, instead works the night shift processing that midnight pizza. Your fat cells, primed for storage mode, eagerly pack away every calorie like squirrels preparing for eternal winter. The research is terrifying. Eating after 8 p.m. increases your risk of heart attack by 72%. Your body temperature drops, your digestion slows to a crawl, and that innocent bedtime snack sits in your stomach like concrete, fermenting and creating toxic byproducts that poison your system while you sleep. Remember when a Coke was 8 ounces? Now, the small size at most restaurants is 20 ounces, enough caffeine and sugar to fuel a marathon runner. Restaurant portions have tripled in size since the 1980s. What we now consider normal would have been considered gluttony just one generation ago. Your stomach, originally the size of your fist, has been stretched like a balloon at a circus. Your hunger hormones are completely confused, sending signals like a broken fire alarm, always screaming emergency when there's no fire. You've lost the ability to recognize true hunger versus engineered cravings. The food industry has perfected tactics to keep you hooked, from the bliss point of sugar, fat, and salt, to the strategic placement of snacks at eye level in stores. They know exactly how to trigger your cravings. Breaking free requires awareness and a conscious effort to reclaim control over your diet. It's not easy, but it's possible. The psychology is brutal. Larger plates make normal portions look tiny, triggering scarcity anxiety in your ancient brain. Buffets turn eating into a competitive sport, and those family-size packages, they're designed for families of giants, not normal humans, but your brain sees bulk as value, pushing you to consume quantities that would horrify your great-grandparents. Here's something that will blow your mind. The food industry employs more chemists than NASA. While rocket scientists are trying to get us to Mars, food chemists are engineering products that make us crave things that don't exist in nature. They've created over 3,000 artificial flavors that can make cardboard taste like strawberries, corn taste like meat, and chemicals taste like memories of your grandmother's cooking. So here we are, trapped in bodies that evolved over millions of years to survive scarcity, now drowning in an ocean of engineered abundance. Every convenience store is a minefield. Every commercial break is propaganda. Every quick bite is potentially shaving time off your life. But here's the thing that should terrify you most. This isn't happening by accident. This is the result of billions of dollars in research, marketing, and lobbying designed to keep you addicted, confused, and coming back for more. You're not lacking willpower. You're fighting a war against an industry that profits from your suffering. The question isn't whether you can change, it's whether you're ready to see the matrix for what it really is. Because once you understand how deep this goes, once you realize that your cravings aren't really yours, everything changes. The power shifts back to you. Your ancestors survived ice ages, plagues, and predators. You can survive the cereal aisle, but first you have to wake up to what's really on your plate. If this opened your eyes to the truth about what's really happening to our food system, smash that like button. It tells me you're ready to break free from the matrix. And if you want to discover more shocking truths they don't want you to know about your health, hit subscribe and ring that notification bell. Because this rabbit hole goes deeper than you think, and I'm just getting started exposing what's really going on behind closed doors.